Hi everybody, welcome back. I am so excited to bring you along as I start decorating for Christmas 2024. But first, little Ella wants to say hello and thank you so much for your patience and your love as we deal with some health issues with her. If you've seen my community posts, you'll know what's going on with her. She is improving, and as cute as that little onesie is, almost 2 weeks in it was quite long enough. With these unexpected vet bills, I would love it if you could hit thumbs up for me and help me get this video out into the algorithm, because YouTube is not as forgiving as you lovely people are. But before I start decorating, I have to get out the first thing I always put out every year, and that is this little tomte. Tomtes are really important in Swedish folklore, especially at Christmas. And while he probably won't stay right there, he needs to get put out very first thing. So first up, I'm actually going to be moving my garland into the archway between the parlor and the dining room. I'm using the lit garland that I had decorated for autumn in this dining room area and another garland piece, so this is two linked together. The lights on the second piece had gotten kind of funny and I had stepped on one and broke it, so I decided it was time to just tear out those lights and put in a whole brand new strand, which is why those are dangling there. I gotta weave them through. Even the best quality garlands and trees sometimes end up having light problems, and I did end up having quite a few light problems this year. I'm not sure why, it just kind of seemed to all strike at once. These garlands are from National Tree, just like my big tree in the background there, and the two slim trees that are currently in my dining room. Someone asked me if I was sponsored by them. I am not sponsored by anybody. I just really like National Tree. I think their quality is wonderful. Their items are beautiful. And I've been really happy with all of it so far. I've been adding to my collection over the years, and I'm very pleased with all the investment I've made into the garlands and the trees that I have. Oh, I also wanted to mention that because of what's been going on with Ella, this was all filmed over multiple days in little fits and spurts here and there. So this video covers a few different days. In this bin are large globe ornaments, all different types of gold, and these beautiful green ones that I wish I could buy many, many more of, but they were a one-off find, maybe at Home Goods or someplace like that. And what I'm going to do, I'm showing you these big, shiny gold balls. I'm going to use these to draw the eye inward to the center of the tree. I like to have lots of depth in my Christmas trees when decorating, and a great way to do that is to just get right in there and fill up that center core with ornaments that really draw the eye and catch the eye. It makes your tree look so much fuller. Like I was saying, those lights in person, you cannot see any difference. So I don't know what it is about that section, but I'm so sorry. You're going to have to put up with it looking a little goofy on film. So the foundation of decorating this tree is going to be with all these round ornaments, these sort of classic ornaments. Some of them are shiny, some of them are matte. They're all different varieties of gold ornaments, and I have some green ones, and then I'm also going to be using some rose gold and some pink ones because of where I'm taking the color features of this tree. And here I'm just going to show you these foundational ornaments, how I have them all intermixed. I have different sizes, different finishes. Some are glittery, some are shiny, some are matte. And I even have some that are a mercury glass, but they're actually plastic. And even so, they look really good. And when I stumbled across them a few years ago, I bought 3 or 4 boxes because I knew they were going to be really versatile and useful in all kinds of ways down the road. So you can see those natural pine cones woven into this tree. Like I said, this tree comes this way. This is the 7-foot Carolina pine, and it looks a little bit taller because I have it in that beautiful tree urn from Ballard that I bought a couple years ago. At this point, I was realizing I wanted some more pink, so I ended up heading to Hobby Lobby and found myself in the pink and gold aisle. I guess that's the way they have it arranged this year. These were kind of interesting, these strands of baubles as garland. Kind of a neat idea. Most of what I was seeing seemed really kind of cheap to me. Very plasticky, I guess would be a way of saying it. So what I ended up choosing was just a box of these sort of mixed pink globes. because nothing else really appealed to me, and I didn't want those big glittery ones. I felt I had enough glitter. I wanted some more plain ones. It was outrageously busy, so I didn't do much filming because I really didn't want to catch anyone in the camera, but I was able to film a little in this aisle where all the picks are. These glittery pinecone branches really remind me of the ones that I make myself. I do have a video on how to do that. Not with the glitter, but you can certainly add the glitter the way that I do to regular pine cones. So I will link those 2 videos below for you if you're interested. I kept looking along, hoping for something that wasn't quite so bright red. I want that deep, rich cranberry color. I ended up narrowing it down to these 2, and I will show you in a couple minutes which one I went with, which one I decided upon. These caught my eye when I was on the way out. You know I love pinecone ornaments, and some of you may even be here because of my glitter pinecone video. These were quite nice, 4 for $10.99, and then of course half off. So if you're looking for pinecone ornaments, check Hobby Lobby. These plastic mercury glass trees were beautiful. They really caught my eye. I'm really into the mercury glass this year, and I think you're gonna love how I use it throughout all of my decorating. And now we're at home, and yes, I did in fact get some of those trees. They had them in lots of different sizes, so I bought some of the small ones, and then I also bought a couple of medium ones. They were $15.99 for the small ones, and of course half off. And then the medium size, they were $21.99, and again 50% off of that. So I thought those prices were really good. They're meant to be used as they're meant to be lit up from the inside with a battery, but I'm not intending to use them that way. I think I'm just going to set them out as though they're glass. Maybe in my table setting, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use them yet. And these are the picks that I went with. These frosted cranberry picks. I love the variation of the color in them, and the frosted quality is so neat. It's something I'm always drawn to. I bought about 20 or so, I believe. And then I also grabbed this little pillow. I thought it was so sweet. I kind of loved that the scrawled handwriting was a little bit lopsided. And this was $17.99. While I was there, I also grabbed some more ornament hooks. I love that they make these in gold now. That took way too long to start doing. Here's the SKU and the price on these cranberry picks, just in case it's something you want to pick up. They had lots of them at my Hobby Lobby. And here is the ribbon that inspired this whole thing. This color is just gorgeous. I just want to eat this color, and it seems to complement those picks beautifully. Speaking of pinecone ornaments, here are a few on the tray that I'm getting ready to put on the tree. So that's the next thing going on. I tend to collect pinecone ornaments. I love to pick them up whenever I find them if they really interest me. These little bronze ones are probably my favorites, and of course I only have 3 of them because I bought a box of 4 and clumsily dropped one. So those are very special. And here I'm going to show you how the tree is looking with my handmade glitter pine cones, the bronze pine cones, the copper pine cones with the glitter, and the cranberry picks. I started to put those around different branches, trying to arch them a little so they look like they're dripping off. And here are some of the pink globes that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. And while I was there, I walked by their tree display and I thought, gosh, it's so beautiful when trees are displayed in a group. Which is what gave me the idea to actually bring the 2 slim trees from my dining room into the parlor and put them all together in a big group in the corner. And that is going to be my Christmas cranberry woods. One big display of 3 trees that all complement each other and are all decorated with the same ornaments to make a really luxurious and beautiful display. I think it's going to turn out so... I've always wanted to do this, and I decided now was the time. I have the trees, I have the space, I have the ornaments. So let's just try it this year. I love the way the cranberry is working with the rose gold and the pink and the coppers and the bronze and just all the natural looking foliage in these trees. I feel like it's coming together really beautifully, and I can't wait to show you what goes on next. And again, the glitter pine cone, I will link that video in the drop down below. That is one of my most popular videos. I think it's almost up to 300,000 views now, which is just wild. There is so much more to go on this tree. It's only halfway decorated. So I hope you'll come back for part 2 of decorating these cranberry Christmas trees. And I will see you very soon in the next video.